What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on the future of the MCU. So it appears that Marvel are grabbing their cojones and stepping up and potentially getting away from this diversity, equality, and inclusion agenda they've clearly had. Looks like Jonathan Majors is going to be returning as Kang the Conqueror in a big way. Warstu has always wanted this back. It makes no sense if Kang is not part of the story because he essentially started it with Loki Season 1. Also, we're going to go over some new reports about Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars, and Spider-Man 4 Alex Perez from the Cosmic Circus has dropped some pretty interesting information that he's heard. So, yo, what is freaking good, YouTube? Warstu here. If you are new around and subscribe to never miss any of the Marvel DC Days, you must diverse pop culture-based content that I try to deliver on a daily basis. If you could subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and let me know how freaking excited are you, because we've got the Fantastic Four trailer coming out today. So depending on when it actually drops, I may post this video first or I may post it after. But we're going to talk about them topics in this video. Also, if you could, check us out on Instagram at Warstu to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful face. Check us out on Twitter. +2J. Right, let's get into it. So this article says exclusive. Now, I don't really think this is exclusive because I've been saying this for literally months. Marvel Kevin Feige considering bringing Jonathan Majors back to the MCU. You should have written it like this. Yo, Marvel's Kevin Feige is finally grabbing his cojones and getting some nuts, and is actually doing the right thing. Marvel Studios boss Kevin Feige is considering bringing Jonathan Majors back to the MCU after the studio cut ties with the actor. I mean, I don't want to get into politics here, lads, because that's not what I do here, but if you actually look what he actually got in trouble for, no other actor would have been fired for this. I mean, did Disney not learn from the whole Johnny Depp Amber Heard scenario? Really? So, at one point, Jonathan Majors was being set up following Josh Brolin's footsteps as the next overarching Marvel villain. His character, Kang the Conqueror, was established with several appearances that would have led to Avengers the Kang's Dynasty and Secret Wars in 2023. However, Marvel Studios cut ties with Jonathan Majors after he was convicted of assault. I mean, you say assault, lads. And respectfully, he took his phone back. He took his phone back. I mean, impartial, allegedly, did was take his phone back. Those studios, Kevin Feige now reportedly wants Jonathan Majors back in the MCU. So, Jonathan Majors has recently, trailer came out for a movie that he's doing where essentially he's a bodybuilder and he looks like he's absolutely going to freaking slay this role. It goes on to say the studio dropped him December the 18th, 2023, not long after he was found guilty of 2 misdemeanor charges. Misdemeanor charges. According to our sources, Marvel Studios head Kevin Feige is considering bringing Jonathan Majors back in the MCU. The idea is for Majors to appear in the future Marvel project to wrap up some loose ends with Kang and close the character's story. I mean, you've got to do this in Avengers Doomsday or Avengers Secret Wars because, like I said, we've literally had it confirmed with leaks from Michael Waldron's take where Kang was going to come back as the Beyonder. So even though they've scrapped that storyline, that has been confirmed to be true, because that was a real storyline. So, irrespective, we now know Kang is the Beyonder, and we now know Kang will most likely reappear at Doomsday or in Avengers Secret Wars to work alongside him. It's interesting, because although they've shifted away, it doesn't really make much sense when you think about it. How Doom is going to appear out of nowhere, unless they're setting him up in the Fantastic Four, which... okay, cool story, bro, if that's the route they're going to go down. But with Kang, there was a bit of a build-up. I know a lot of people didn't like that storyline, but you can't deny the fact that Jonathan Majors is a freaking great actor. Bring him back. The Council of Kangs are still there. Even if he's going to be killed off with the Council of Kangs, we need to see this scene. We need to see an imminent threat, and we need to see in this Fantastic Four trailer later today, we need to see the multiverse. We need to see something happening to the multiverse. Kang the Conqueror was known for causing chaos across the multiverse with numerous variants. These teased in previous Marvel projects such as Loki, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but at the end of Loki Season 2, the variants are still out there, and a lot of people have interpreted that wrong. The Kang storyline is not wrapped up loosely, but they're still, the TVA are still monitoring Kang. So Kang the Conqueror would still have to come back. So yeah, the source of this is Screen Geek, but I don't really believe this because, like I've been saying, anybody could have figured this out, that Kang has to return or else there's a loose end. And normies, the actual people that will make or break this movie, right, don't have any clue that he's been fired. So now we're going to go over an Alex Perez article on the Cosmic Circus. he is pretty credible, but at the end of the day, just like all these other scoopers and so-called people you know, he's in a non-account, he's a bot account. Why? Because he haven't put his face to his actual name. And the whole name, Alex Perez, is it even real? We don't know. So let's break it down. So this is mainly talking about Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars. So it reads like this. Hi, Alex. Glad to see you back. Do you expect Jennifer Walters to return in Doomsday and Secret Wars? Please, God, no. He said, I heard she'd be back, but I don't know if she's in Avengers since she's technically didn't join them or want to join them at the end. No, we don't want them. So this bit here goes over the Spider-Man 4 and Spider-Man stuff. How would Doomsday address the loss that Spidey suffered in No Way Home? It won't explore all that much. It being consumed by his role as Spider-Man. That's it. Doesn't just mask his identity, but it masks how he's really feeling leading up to a lot of unresolved issues and repressed emotions that could slip out from time to time. But it won't be addressed until his actual own movie. Interesting. Then he's asked the question, will Goliath in Doomsday? If so, what would the role be? Too early for us to say. Well, a lot of people seem to think Goliath was obviously in the Deadpool and Wolverine movie. A lot of people seem to think, and I'm somewhat believing this, is Battleworld is essentially going to be what we've already seen in Deadpool and Wolverine. That space where people get sent, where people were pruned to. I mean, I'm inclined to believe that. So, let's continue. After finding out Doctor Strange won't be in Doomsday, any other surprises from the exclusion from the cast? He's in it, yeah, because Benedict came out and said, yeah, I'm not in it. Then he came and said, yeah, I'm in it. Don't ever believe anything I've ever said before. Does Marvel have plans to kill Loki in Doomsday or Secret Wars? I don't think offering him is the plan, since they want Thor and Loki to reunite. However, there will be a shift that takes him from the throne at the end of time. Yeah, because Doctor Doom is going to want to consume him because he's essentially controlling the sacred timeline, holding it together, if you like. So, another question. Will characters like the new Guardians, Okko, M'Baku, Korg, Valkyrie, Wasp, Janet, Hank Pym, so on and so forth, be in Doomsday? Some of them will be. I know Sam Jackson's expected to return for Doomsday. Hank and Janet played a big part in Avengers 5 when it was Kang's Dynasty. Not so sure now. I know Wakanda will also be back. The rest is up in the air. Interesting. So he's asked the question here. In the comics, Secret Wars, old villains are present in Battleworld. Can we expect this to happen in Avengers Secret Wars? There is certainly the possibility. I know they had plans for Thanos, although I'm not so sure if that's the same version we know now. Yeah, because everyone assumed we were going to get Thanos, we were going to get Ultron, we were going to get like Warstu. But we don't know how they're actually going to play that out. Do you have reason to believe RDJ will only portray Doctor Doom in Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars? Or might the studio keep him around? There's been a rumor that he's going to be the real Doom going forward, so on and so forth, after the soft reboot of Secret Wars. Well, I've personally heard that, no, they're going to bring an actual real Doom in, and it will be Cillian Murphy, I hope. But Cillian Murphy only does stuff if the plot is actually good. So he says, as I understand it, it's a one and done with Doomsday in Secret Wars. And there's a reason he has that face. And hopefully it goes all back to Iron Man when it was never Doctor Doom. And that theory that everyone came up with could actually be true. Then he goes on to say, hope you're doing well. Will the Void play a big part in Doomsday and Secret Wars? Like I've said previously a few moments ago, I believe the Void is going to be the Battleworld. Yes, it's one of them places in the entire multiverse that's safe from the end of the multiverse. It's also the home of some interesting characters we'll see soon enough. Interesting. So yeah, I believe the Void may turn into Battleworld essentially. So this is a rather long question, this one here. Do you have any information of TVA comic which seems to imply the time variant authority from the comics and the one from the MCU are the same thing? Will this be revealed in Secret Wars, especially if it's connecting the Spideyverse, or is it just a bit of fun to time together with no actual implications to the wider story? Smart questions. It is separate, but it doesn't mean the Spideyverse connection isn't possible. Yeah, because some people think Gwen Stacy and Miles Morales from across the Spideyverse and into Spideyverse and beyond the Spideyverse will appear in Secret Wars. They can, if Sony lets them, to be honest. So it goes on to say, what is Deadpool's planned role in Doomsday and Secret Wars? I find it funny that, I think Alex Perez does know a lot, but they ask him questions like he's Kevin Feige. He'd be one of the champions of his universe, where it also explore the roles of anchors, beings, more through him, also comedic relief. So, though I give Alex Perez his flowers quite a lot and say he's credible, but that's only because he got the most information right about Loki Season 2. He was pretty much on the ball when it came to Deadpool and Wolverine. But at the end of the day, he gets told stuff. But why I like Alex Perez, or at least I cover his stuff more than anyone else's, is he addresses it from, I heard, He doesn't come out and say, I'm selling this scoop on my Patreon. It's behind a paywall, massive scoop. He just drops it on the Cosmic Circus and responds to certain people on Twitter here and there. So that's the reason why I give Alex Perez more validity and more credibility, is he's not selling anything. He's not behind a paywall. I don't even know if his account's verified on Twitter. And like I say, he's got more right than a lot of other people. And when he really doesn't know that much, he tells you that. He doesn't drop it on his Patreon and make out it's the biggest scoop ever. Then you just find out it's some random character that's appearing in Doomsday. So likewise, guys, let us know. What do you think? Majors should return. I've always wanted Jonathan Majors to return, even if the Council of Kangs get killed off. We need to see the imminent threat of Doom. We need to see Doom potentially kill him, or Doom potentially work with the Beyond Kang in Secret Wars or something like that. It's going to be pretty cool. And the implications of Spidey still not really getting over what happened. Pretty cool. But I guess Spider-Man 4's got to address it much more than Avengers Doomsday. And we know Avengers Doomsday is technically scheduled to come out before Spider-Man 4. So it's going to be really weird to see what little Spider-Man actually does in Doomsday. So likewise, guys, check us out on Instagram at Warstu, check us out on Twitter, Warstu G, and I will catch you in another video very soon. Catch you later.